Today we will use Altenew's wonderful watercolor brush markers. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to Creative Coloring with Iram. Today I have a vibrant, fun, colorful card to share with you, which went completely in another direction due to one wrong decision. So I am going to add that bit in the video to show you how I worked around it and recovered from the mistake. I will use the painted flower Iceland Poppies today. I will apply the anti-static powder onto A2 watercolor cardstock and then stamp the image a couple of times to create a border on this bottom edge in embossing ink. I will then cover this in pure white embossing powder and then heat set it. To color the flowers, first I will apply crimson watercolor brush marker. I will apply the crimson pigment directly onto the tip of the petals and cover a bit of it. I will do this for 2 petals to show you how I will color all the petals. Then I will add the fresh lemon pigment next to the flower center in the same way. I will then use a wet paintbrush to gently mix the 2 pigments in the middle without overworking them so that they don't blend into one another. Just know that I do not have a lot of pigment here, as I have done several times in the past videos. That kind of watercoloring gives a stained glass look. This will give you a regular loose watercolor look. I was aiming for a looser watercolor effect with a bit of a diluted look in some of the petals to show the flow of water and paint. You may keep dabbing your brush if you see harsh lines of both the pigments and if that bothers you, but it is very easy to blend the watercolor brush marker pigment. Just make sure that you do not blend them together so much so that there is no distinction between the yellow and the red and it becomes orange. We want the distinct yellow and red on there and then mix a little bit of it in the middle. For the green bits, I will use just green watercolor brush marker. I will apply this at the start and end of the stems and then use a wet paintbrush to blend the pigment, just as I did on the flower petals. I switched my brush to a fine brush because I couldn't properly see the white embossing powder and I kept going out of the lines. At this point, I hadn't decided to color the background. For the flower center, I will apply limeade watercolor brush marker directly. And I will also add a bit of just green pigment to add a bit of shading. Later on, I added color to the background, which I absolutely hated because it was just so bright against the vibrant yellow and red. I just chose the wrong green color. I started by adding the limeade watercolor brush marker, and I also pulled out a bit of just green pigment from the stems. I usually choose to go with mossy green colors, and this to me was just too much. It actually doesn't look bad. It is not that. I'm sure people would like the colors together. I personally don't. So you will see me salvage my watercolor panel by first turning it into a completely loose watercolor panel. I even added diluted red and yellow to the top half of the panel so that the white doesn't look as dark against the green, the vibrant green lower edge. And then I added a bit of water to the bottom half, the green portion that is, to sop up some of the color. My last resort was to add diluted red to the green portion to mute it a bit more, which helped quite a bit. But I still couldn't digest it and I wasn't going to start over, so I dried the panel completely and then I added some grass to the panel to hide the mottled bottom portion, and this kind of worked. Next, I added very diluted green splatters on the top portion of the panel and I will sop some of the extra ones. I don't want to overdo this. I just want them a soft texture on the top portion. After this, I will dry the panel and add very fine black splatters. To finish, I will fill in the stamens with a white pen from the must-have gel pen set. And that's it, the card is done. All I will do now is stamp the sentiment after I keep it overnight under a heavy book to flatten it completely. I hope you liked the project. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
Hello there! Did that video just spark your creativity? And do you want more project ideas and inspiration videos too? Well, if you do, please make sure that you subscribe to the Altenew YouTube channel. Also, make sure that you do click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye!